How was your night last night?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Say what's up to the vlog.
Hello, vlog it.
How do you feel after last night beating Jake Paul?
What's the name of the vlog?
Oh, KJ Camp.
KJ Camp. Shout out to the KJ Camp supporter.
Thank you. Appreciate it, bro.
Nice pop, baby. How are you?
Oh, sorry.
I'm a little fucked up, but will you take care of me forever and ever?
Breaking news. With Jake Paul still in hospital, Anthony Joshua's surprise visit has shaken the boxing world. Joshua did more than deliver a knockout. He changed the narrative by showing up in person, flipping headlines, and proving this moment is not only about winning but about respect, character, and undeniable heavyweight authority.
How we feeling, AJ?
AJ.
How are you? Let's go. Right, yeah? Let's go. Holiday. Cheers. Enjoy, yeah?
How was your night last night?
Kenzie points out that Joshua's knockout left Jake Paul with a broken jaw, showing the fight was not only about winning but about making a clear statement. Seeing Joshua visit Paul in hospital confirmed his authority and control and showed the real cost of underestimating a true heavyweight champion. In that moment, respect and fear came together and made the message impossible to ignore.
Glad Anthony Joshua did that too, because now he won't be able to talk like he does for a while.
For the heavy loss, Jake Paul turned to social media to thank his supporters, showing both humility and reflection. Even with a broken jaw and a tough knockout, his posts show he understands the challenge of facing a fighter like Anthony Joshua. Fans could see that respect for the sport and his opponent is growing even in defeat.
Sur le Twitter de Jake Paul qui réagit directement après le combat. Donc ça, vous voyez quand il met thank you à tout le monde, donc à ses supporters, à ses haters, à sa team, à tous les combattants, à Netflix, à la boxe, à Dieu, il dit merci à tout le monde. Ça, c'était juste avant le combat et il disait ce soir, enfin cette nuit, nous allons choquer le monde. Ça, c'était juste avant le combat. Et ce qui est drôle, c'est que le tweet de juste après, c'est est-ce que j'étais payé pour perdre?
Anthony Joshua's visit to Jake Paul in the hospital revealed a side of a champion beyond the ring. This was more than a knockout, it was a lesson, and Joshua made sure Paul understood the consequences. Watching Joshua speak directly to Paul shows the respect he commands, the discipline he brings, and the authority he holds as a true heavyweight. Fans saw that Joshua is not just powerful but also thoughtful, commanding, and fully in control both inside and outside the ring.
Doing me, man.
Frock perfectly summed up the unrealistic idea that Jake Paul could withstand Joshua. In just 18 minutes, Paul barely connected, while Joshua controlled every moment. Frock pointed out how Paul's survival instincts kicked in as he faced the vast difference in skill, power, and strategy. Watching this, fans could see how Joshua's control and accuracy left no margin for error and reinforced his true dominance as a heavyweight.
Piss take that this guy's in there with Anthony Joshua, swinging away, landing. What's he done? He's had 18 minutes and landed 2 shots, and he's gone on survival mode.
Ego highlighted the damage Joshua caused, leaving Paul with a jaw broken in 2 places. This clear evidence shows the power and precision Joshua delivers. Fans watching understood this wasn't an exaggeration. It was a clear demonstration of why Joshua operates on another level. The hospital scene confirmed the knockout was not only dominant, but also decisive and career-defining.
Kid has a broken jaw, it appears, after fighting Anthony Joshua, right? I made this graphic for you guys. You see it. Got his jaw broken in 2 places.
Care of me forever and ever? Little fucked up, but will you take care of me forever and ever? Little fucked up, but will you take care of me forever and ever?
Wade Concept describes how Jake Paul attempted to survive and land counters, but even this approach only delayed the inevitable. Joshua's timing and skill faced minor tests, yet his power and control ultimately dominated. Observers could see that Joshua adapts under pressure and stays fully focused. While not flawless, the performance reinforced why he remains a true heavyweight force.
I think Jake fought a very, how do I survive long enough to land a right hand type of fight, and it made it a little difficult for AJ to get his timing. No excuses, AJ didn't look great, I'll be honest. He didn't look great, didn't look like, an AJ we thought we were going to get, the marauder, the guy that was going to come forward and bang out Jake in 1 round. Pause.
Nikisa Badarian points out that even after the brutal knockout, Jake Paul earned respect for showing heart. Fans can recognize the courage needed to face Joshua, yet it also highlights Joshua's dominance. While trending discussions admire Paul's bravery, they don't change the reality that Joshua fully controlled the fight. The heart was there, but the skill gap was undeniable.
Jake is safe, and more so that he showed his heart. I don't know if you guys were looking on Twitter, but until about 20 minutes ago, the #1 trending thing on Twitter wasn't Jake Paul getting knocked out, wasn't Jake Paul, wasn't Anthony Joshua. It literally was the phrase, respect for
Nelson explained how Joshua methodically broke down Paul's confidence. It wasn't just about power, it was about revealing the truth of Paul's abilities and claims. Watching closely, fans could see Paul's belief crumble with every accurate punch. Joshua's control was both physical and mental, proving that true heavyweight mastery requires strength of body and mind.
They wanted AJ to knock this boy out clean and get rid of him because they, you know, everybody I've spoken to, they just wanted, they're like, I want to see Jake Paul get knocked out. And I just said, I don't want to see him get knocked out. I want to see him get beat up. I want to see him quit. I want to see the reality of everything he's saying and doing kick in. And in a way it did happen, but he didn't get beat up. And slowly but surely the confidence, the self-belief ripped out of him to the point where he's dropping on his knees. He's like, he must have fallen down.
Eddie Hearn emphasized that Joshua took a few rounds to study Jake Paul, demonstrating patience and precise calculation. When the knockout came, it was brutal, leaving Paul with a broken jaw. The fight challenged Joshua's timing and strategy, yet he stayed composed throughout. Paul's toughness is recognized, but Joshua's skill and power controlled the bout. This moment proves that facing a true heavyweight like Joshua carries real consequences. No opponent, no matter how brave, can survive his precision and strength once he finds his rhythm.
It took AJ a couple of rounds to get hold of him, and then he knocked him spark out and broke his jaw. It was a frustrating 2-3 rounds maybe, because Jake was moving so much, holding.
Dave Allen noted that the fight was one-sided, highlighting Joshua's clear dominance. While Paul's fitness and cleverness deserve recognition, he was outmatched in power, skill, and ring IQ. Fans could see that Joshua controlled the pace completely, showing who operates on another level. Even Paul's attempts at smart movement couldn't counter Joshua's precision and knockout power, further proving his status as an elite heavyweight.
Well, the fight was, it weren't a fight, was it? It was really, really one-sided. Jake Paul, yeah, I've got to give him credit really, because he's super fit. He's pretty clever really. Like, he'd make a good, a good journeyman.
David Hay explained that Jake Paul tried to stay alive using a smart game plan, moving side to side and looking for openings. Despite his efforts, Joshua's timing and power were unstoppable, landing decisive blows that ultimately broke Paul's jaw. Fans could see that clever tactics alone can't overcome elite skill and precision. Joshua's ability to adjust and finish the fight showed why he remains a top heavyweight. While Paul's bravery is acknowledged, Joshua's dominance was complete, leaving no question about who was superior.
Knockout, everyone was expecting it. It's very difficult to pin someone down when they're not trying to engage. Jake's game plan was a good one, was to use lateral movement and hope to land a big overhand right at some stage to catch AJ off guard. Didn't quite work out, but you got to give Jake credit. Took some big shots there. I think he's got a broken jaw or something, spitting blood at the end of the fight. No, anything's possible. He gave it a go. He dared to be great. Didn't work out for him, understandably. That's why he was such a massive underdog.
The Doll Riley points out that Joshua's win was more than just a victory in the ring. It was a major statement reaching new audiences. Even with Joshua already well known, the fight against Paul highlighted his dominance and showed his skill to viewers who may have underestimated him. Fans saw the combination of power, timing, and control that makes Joshua a heavyweight force. Paul's efforts were brave but clearly outmatched. This exposure further cements Joshua's status as a global superstar and reinforces his authority in the division.
Today was the bread. AJ's win today was the exposure to more people. Even though he's mad famous, as we know, like, there's a community he hasn't touched, and I think he touched that community today.
Logan Paul highlighted the incredible toughness Jake Paul showed by stepping into the ring against Anthony Joshua, despite a rolled ankle and a broken jaw. Lasting multiple rounds against one of the world's strongest heavyweights is impressive. Fans can respect Paul's heart and courage, but Joshua's skill and power made it clear who controlled the fight. It was a true test of will and strength, and while Paul showed bravery, Joshua's performance proved he operates on a completely different level.
He won 4 of them. People argue that he at least won 3. No one expected him to last that long. Rolled his ankle, broke his jaw, still fucking fighting, man. Like, that's toughness. You know, most people wouldn't have the balls ever to step in a boxing ring in their life. He stepped in a boxing ring with one of the baddest men on the planet, who's 40 pounds heavier than him and 6 inches taller.
Anthony Joshua admitted the fight wasn't flawless, but his focus was clear from the start. His goal was to control Jake Paul and use his power, which led to a decisive knockout. Watching closely, fans could see Joshua's patience, timing, and precision in action. Every punch was calculated, showing his experience and mental strength. While Paul tried to survive, Joshua stayed relentless and methodical, proving why he is one of today's most dominant heavyweights. The final right hand combined skill, anticipation, and raw power that Paul couldn't counter.
Everyone in this venue, now, you asked me a question. Look, it wasn't the best performance. It wasn't the best. The end goal was to get Jake Paul, pin him down, and hurt him. That has been the request leading up, and that was on my mind. It took a bit longer than expected, but...
Ariel Wani highlighted the fearsome presence Joshua brings to the ring. His power, reach, and precision made every punch a potential fight-ending blow, and fans could see the danger Paul faced with each exchange. Even in quieter moments, Joshua's threat was constant, keeping Paul in survival mode. It's clear Joshua combines technical mastery with physical dominance, leaving no room for mistakes. His prime years and devastating combinations make him a truly imposing figure, and every punch showed why he is considered one of the most complete heavyweights in the world today.
Every time he threw a punch, I like wince because he's a big man and he's an incredible boxer and he's still in his prime and he's got a very long reach and he's got a lot of power in that right hand and that left hook is terrifying as well, and so I thought it could end at any.
Daniel Cormier highlighted the clear gap between Joshua and Paul. Watching the fight, fans could see Joshua move with ease, showing superior technique and ring intelligence. Paul struggled to keep up with Joshua's pace, power, and skill. Every clean combination reinforced Joshua's dominance, making the difference in ability obvious. Even casual viewers could see Joshua's effortless control and his command of the fight against an outmatched opponent. This performance cements his status as an elite heavyweight, capable of breaking down opponents while staying composed and tactically sharp throughout.
Joshua looked good, dude.
Joshua looked good.
He looked good right off.
Joshua actually looked like he was fighting a guy that was...
David Hay pointed out that Jake Paul's limits become obvious against elite heavyweights like Joshua. Fans could see that while Paul has courage and some skill, his lack of experience and formal training prevents him from competing at this level. Joshua's precision, timing, and strength completely dominated, exposing the gap. Paul showed bravery, but against a disciplined, powerful, and technically superior opponent, the difference was undeniable. Hayes' observation highlights the value of experience and proper training in boxing, and watching Joshua control every aspect of the fight shows why he operates far above Paul's current abilities.
The cruiserweight division where the guys are the same size as him, because that, without having...
The aftermath of this fight leaves no question. Anthony Joshua is on another level. Fans saw a perfect mix of power, patience, and ring intelligence as Joshua dismantled Jake Paul, who fought bravely despite a rolled ankle and a broken jaw. Every punch and combination showed Joshua's control over the pace and his ability to punish mistakes. Paul's courage was real, but it couldn't match Joshua's precision, timing, and raw strength. The knockout and Joshua's hospital visit to Paul only reinforced his dominance while exposing Paul's limits in a heavyweight division. Watching closely, it's clear who holds both the mental and physical edge. Joshua's performance confirms why he is one of the most elite heavyweights of his era. Are you backing Joshua to keep dominating, or do you think Paul could pull off an upset in the future? Drop your thoughts below.